At the old center, we were licensed for 60. We never really reached full capacity there just because it was a tight number and it was very crowded and just not really a good environment for the kids to reach that number.
As more young families move to the Valley for school and work, the need for childcare increases. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker takes us to Castleton, where a brand new childcare facility just opened, thanks in part to funding from the USDA.
School's out for the summer in Castleton, which means more families than usual need childcare.
All we got to do is ask the people who've got kids, and they'll find out real fast that there's a demand for it.
Mayor Lee Anderson says the increase of younger families has brought on the need for more daycare facilities. Because the need for childcare is so great here in Castleton, the Planning and Zoning Committee will be recommending to the city to turn this current farmland into commercial land so that a new daycare can be built. If the zoning change is approved, the daycare will be located just off 6th Avenue North and 5th Street North, right next door to the Castlewood Retirement Community. At the end of May, the Sunshine Center opened up their new daycare, which increased space from their old facilities and allowed them to take in almost 30 more kids.
It's been a definite increase, which is helping the community. It's a definite need here in Castleton. Our waiting list is long. I know all the other centers in Castleton also have long waiting lists.
Center Co-Director Jessica Hoagland says this facility wouldn't have been possible without help from USDA Rural Development.
We actually provided just under $1 million in what we call a community facilities loan with relatively generous terms and a low interest rate to help them construct the project.
Rural Development Director Ryan Taylor hopes other communities will take advantage of their community facilities loan.
As other communities look at potential, we'd like to be a partner to help them close that child care gap. It's a workforce issue, it's a quality of life issue, and it's an issue for families.
In Castleton, Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Mayor Anderson says the decision to change the land from farm to commercial will happen at the end of this month. To learn how to get in touch with USDA Rural Development in North Dakota, look for this story at valleynewslive.com. In about 1 hour, another meeting will get underway regarding the West Fargo School District hockey facility. The discussion is over the budget and design. The facility is coming in at about $1.4 million over budget. Now, in November, voters approved the $98.1 million bond referendum, which is supposed to fund that new 2-sheet ice hockey facility. It's expected to be built near the intersection of Cheyenne Street and 32nd Avenue South. West Fargo School Superintendent David Flowers says his district has run into similar issues in the past, but once the bidding happens, they usually get back on track.
You do your best to estimate what the project will cost, and then you let it out for competitive bids. And we've been fortunate to sometimes come in under budget. We've been a little over budget a time or two. So the process is working as it is designed to work. We're still in the very, very early phases.
Coming up on Valley News Live at 6, Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop discovers where the budget discrepancy came from and why the district feels this arena is important for the entire community, not just the high school teams. The Fargo Police Department wants to make sure you know about a high-risk sex offender who could be living near you. Police say this man, 55-year-old Eugene Hinson, is living near the Lindenwood Park campground in a wooded area. Hinson is homeless and was convicted for luring a 16-year-old girl online in 2011. He was also convicted in 2006 and 1999 for crimes involving girls under the age of 15. The FBI releases redacted transcripts of a 911 call with the man who killed 49 people inside an Orlando nightclub. The shooter speaks in English and Arabic, according to the 911 transcript, telling the operator he is in Orlando and, quote, "I did the shootings." The transcripts omit specific references to the shooter's name or the terrorist organization he pledges allegiance to. And the FBI was asked today why the transcripts are redacted.
Part of the redacting is meant to not give credence to individuals who have done terrorist acts in the past. We're not going to propagate their rhetoric, their violent rhetoric, and we see no value in putting those individuals' names back out there. We're trying to prevent future acts from happening again, and for cowards like this one, people like that influence them, so we're not going to continue to put their names out front.
Investigators also released a summary of calls between the shooter and crisis negotiators. Senators from Minnesota and North Dakota are voting on 4 amendments dealing with gun control this afternoon. And we have just learned that the First Amendment has failed. The vote was prompted by last week's 14-hour-long filibuster by Senate Democrats following the Orlando terror attack. Now, there are 2 competing amendments that deal with background checks and 2 dealing with preventing suspected terrorists from buying guns. So we reached out to our local senators, and here's what Minnesota Al Franken had to say before he voted, saying, quote, "Not acting now would be a disservice to families across the country who have had a loved one killed or injured as a result of gun violence." North Dakota Senator Heidi Heitkamp also comments on the topic, saying in part, quote, "We need to reach a bipartisan compromise that truly aims to address the issue of keeping guns out of the hands of potential terrorists while protecting Americans' constitutional rights." Heitkamp also adds that she is talking to Republican Senator Susan Collins to try to reach such a common sense bipartisan compromise. Be sure to stick with Valley News Live for updates on this story as soon as the bill passes or fails. An updated list of emoji characters is expected to be available tomorrow, and among them, you won't be able to find a rifle. That's right, Apple, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft have teamed up to stop a rifle emoji from being added to the catalog of images available to smartphone users. The decision was made prior to the mass shooting in Orlando, Florida. Emojis representing a bomb, knife, and gun will remain available to smartphone users. It's beautiful weather today, so you might as well get out and enjoy it if you can. Here's Robert Hahn with a look at tonight's forecast. Robert?
Yeah, an absolutely gorgeous day across the region. Get out there and enjoy it. You may want to hold on to your hat as you head out the door. We'll continue to see some breezy conditions as we head through the next few hours, but those winds becoming light and variable overnight. Right now, temperatures mostly in the 70s, 81 down in Aberdeen, 78 here in Fargo, 76 in Sisseton, 75 in Jamestown, Grand Forks, and in the Wahpeton-Breckenridge area. Breezy conditions continue, have seen some gusts, and we'll continue to see some gusts upwards of 30 to 35 miles per hour as we head through the rest of the evening. But again, those winds subsiding later on this evening and overnight. Hardly a cloud in the sky. We've seen lots of sunshine. We'll see mostly clear skies tonight, and we'll start off the day with lots of sunshine tomorrow, but a few more clouds later on in the day. And you guessed it, with hardly a cloud in the sky. There is no precipitation out there, anticipated to be dry tonight and through the daylight hours on your Tuesday. Here in Fargo, as we head through the rest of the evening, temperatures slowly dropping on off into the lower 70s by the 9 o'clock hour. Mostly clear skies and winds subsiding. We do have some storms to talk about, several rounds of storms possible as we head through the next week or so, and we'll detail that coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, thanks, Robert. Tonight, the Grand Forks City Council is considering an $8 million budget to help cure the problem of homelessness. The Housing Authority is asking the city for a tract of land to build an apartment building for homeless people. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us the proposal for what's called Housing First.
If the city gives them the land, the Housing Authority wants to build a 42-unit apartment building for homeless people here on what's now a skate park behind police headquarters. Money for the $8 million Housing First project would come from federal loans and grants.
Housing First is a concept for the chronically homeless, to end chronic homelessness. The proposal on the table now is a 42-unit project that includes space for supportive services on site.
Services such as addiction counselors to make sure folks stay on track when they get back in the workforce.
Richard says the Housing First concept already has a great track record in other cities. It's been shown that when people are provided a permanent place to live, they have a much better chance of getting back on their feet.
Typically, they're on housing assistance, so 30% of your income would go to housing, and then they'd get, a voucher for the balance.
Homelessness is a big problem in Grand Forks because of high rental prices that have forced many folks out of the market. A recent study shows more than half of all Grand Forks renters now pay more than 30% of their gross income for rental housing. So far, this proposed project has not seen any objections from city leaders or next-door neighbors.
Would it bother you think, or?
I don't think so.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
No.
It's now up to the city council to decide if this skate park turns into housing for the homeless. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
We'll have the city council's decision on all of this online and on Valley News Live 10 at 10. Today, more than 250 English language learner students are celebrating World Refuge Day. The students are in summer school and gathered to learn about world cultures and celebrate diversity. They were divided into different learning stations throughout the event. The kids learned about flags, clothing, dancing, and languages.
Our goal is to teach them English and make them familiar with the community.
This was the second annual World Refugee Day celebration held in Fargo. You may be saving more at the pump this summer, but you could be dishing out more dough on car insurance. That's still ahead tonight.